I sleep in the same bed as my husband every night, but I haven't spoken a word to him in exactly 1 year. 365 days. I counted every single one. A full year of sleeping next to someone, feeling their warmth, hearing them breathe, and never saying anything. It started the day our daughter Aurora left for college. Her last morning home, I made her favorite breakfast, chocolate chip pancakes. She was crying because she was scared. I held her and told her she'd be amazing. I asked her dad to come downstairs just for 20 minutes to say goodbye properly. He said he had a work call that couldn't wait, a merger or something. I watched Aurora's face fall. She hugged me, grabbed her bags, and left. I stood at the door until her car disappeared. When I came back inside, Marcus was in the kitchen making coffee. He said, "She'll be fine. You worry too much. Besides, we'll see her at Thanksgiving." Then he said the thing that ended us. "Maybe now that she's gone, you'll have time to focus on yourself. Join a gym or something." I looked at him, really looked at him, and I decided right there I had nothing left to say to him. I went upstairs, packed his clothes, and moved them to the guest room. When he came up that night, I handed him a pillow. He asked what was wrong. I walked past him and locked our bedroom door. The first few days, he thought I was just upset. He'd knock on the door in the morning asking if I wanted coffee. I'd wait until he left, then go downstairs. He'd try to talk at dinner. I'd put in headphones. By day 5, he left a note on the kitchen counter. I took the note, folded it into a paper airplane, and left it on his desk. Day 10, he tried apologizing through the door. Said he should have come downstairs. Said he'd call Aurora. It was too late. I didn't want his words anymore. Week 3, something shifted. He stopped trying to talk. Started adapting. I'd leave his breakfast on the counter before work. He'd do the dishes. I'd do laundry on Sundays. He'd fold it and leave it on the guest room bed. We'd pass each other in the hallway and move like dancers who knew the choreography. Month 2, Aurora called on a Sunday. Wanted to talk to both of us. I sat on the couch, him on the chair. We held the phone between us on speaker. She told us about her classes, her roommate, her life. We both said we were proud. When she asked if everything was okay at home, we both said yes at the same time. First word we'd said in each other's presence. After the call, he looked at me. His eyes were wet. I looked away. Month 4, my mom died. Heart attack. Sudden. I came home from the hospital at 2 a.m. and he was awake in the kitchen. He stood when he saw me. I nodded once. She was gone. He took one step toward me and I held up my hand. He stopped. Then he went to the guest room and came back with a blanket. Put it on the couch. Made tea. Left it on the table. Went upstairs. I slept on the couch that night, wrapped in his blanket, drinking his tea, crying, alone. Month 6, our anniversary, 22 years. He left a card on my pillow. Inside he'd written, "I'm sorry, I love you, I miss you." I put it in my nightstand drawer with the 17 other notes he'd left. I didn't throw them away. Month 7, the furnace died. Middle of winter. He called the repair guy. Cost $1,200. Money was getting tight. I picked up extra shifts at the hospital. Started leaving half my paycheck in cash on the guest room dresser. He never said anything, just took it. We were still a team, just silent. Month 9, Aurora came home for spring break. We both picked her up from the airport. I drove, he sat passenger. Aurora talked the whole way, filling the silence. At home, she kept looking between us. Asked if we were fighting. We both shook our heads. The week she was home, we pretended. Sat at dinner together, watched movies, laughed at her stories. After she drove away, we went back to silence. Month 10, I got food poisoning. Violently sick for 3 days. Every few hours, I'd find clean towels outside the door. Ginger ale, saltines, a bucket. He never came in, never spoke, just left what I needed. On day 3, when I made it back to bed, there were fresh sheets and water on the nightstand. Month 11, late at night, I woke up and he wasn't in the guest room. I found him in Aurora's room, sitting on her bed in the dark. His shoulders were shaking. I stood in the doorway, then walked over and sat next to him. Not touching, just close. We sat there for an hour, both crying, both silent.